So today, my name is Sara, and I don't know if you've been with me for the last few weeks. Every week we cover a new thing with augmented reality. We use the same tool and we go through it and create a new AR material. So far, we've done AR t-shirts, which were singing our favorite songs. We've done a poster with Billie Eilish, and today we're gonna do something about travel. Fun, fun, fun. So, if you didn't see me before, my name is Sara, and I study and work with augmented reality technology a lot. I fell in love with it because it's really useful and also creative. It gives me this way to present something and in a very innovative, fresh way. And it usually impresses people when they see it. They say it's magical, so I get excited about that. Hopefully, you will too. So, what I have for you today is a little presentation that I'm going to share. Okay. If you can't see my screen at any point, or you can't hear me, or you have some comment or question, feel free to drop it either here in Zoom or on YouTube Live. I have another screen that's showing me YouTube live stream, so I'll be there on time to answer your questions. There is maybe a minute delay. Wait, I need to open that one. Right, yes. So I can see now your comments on YouTube Lives as well, and hear myself. So if you have comments, feel free to drop them down. Ellie is here with us. She's probably gonna point me to write in a chat or something if there is a comment that I haven't seen, so we can be in the same flow. So today we are here because NeuroLove organized this, and this is a lovely site that you've just visited. You have loads of activities, and every day there is a workshop. So just like this one, you can also join art group on Tuesdays, or yoga sessions, or dance groups, or fitness, and much more. There was cooking workshop on Wednesday, I think. That was fabulous. I absolutely loved it. But I think from this week, we have a new one in game development, which is gonna be live later today around 1. So if that's something that you're interested in, join in, have fun with us. You don't have to stay for the whole session, or you can just jump in when you can. If you cannot attend, there's also recordings of our sessions. So, I mean, there is no way for you to really miss something. So if you have some time, spend it with us. Why not? So today, oh no. Wow, I've started with the last slide. I didn't even realize this. So this is the first slide. Technically same information. What we're going to use today is augmented reality, and I would like to know if some of you who are participating have used this before, have seen it before, maybe played Pokemon Go game, or seen it in translator tools like Google Translate, or something. The most common way people use augmented reality is definitely filters. Here you can see, we can see me with a filter. That's from Snapchat, but you can also use Snapchat on Instagram. The whole world is using them, and the way it works is that this technology recognizes your face, features of your face. So where your eyes are, where your nose is, where your mouth is, stuff that moves. And then it just puts another layer on your face with flower crowns or glasses, or puts a different color, or makes your cheeks bigger. All of that is actually what we're going to use today, but in a different form. And if you already use these filters, maybe on Instagram, have a minute and follow us on Instagram. We have a lot of nice content there. We have quotes, inspirational quotes and pictures, and most importantly, we have reminders for these workshops, so you don't forget to join us. It's really useful to have a little reminder every now and then. Also a reminder of how great this day is, or how sunny it is. So, I mean, positivity is all we need. Right, so let's see more about augmented reality. Well, where else can we see it? If not now, maybe in a year time, 5 year time. I'm telling you, it's gonna be everywhere, everywhere. So recently they've come up with augmented reality glasses, and I'm not talking about big headsets that you really cannot go around with, but normal glasses, transparent glasses that people will be able to wear every day to work or anywhere else, which will trigger those kinds of experiences. What you can see already now is, for example, in Zara and other clothing shops, you can find these mirrors where you stand in front and they actually put clothes on your body the way it would fit. That is super useful and saves your time. So I'm thinking that that's probably gonna spread out to more stores in the future. And of course, if not on yourself, you can project things in the space, in your room, on your desk, on someone's head. You know, when someone has a pigeon on their head. Yeah, IKEA uses that, believe it or not, to place furniture in your home. So if you are not sure if you need a lime green sofa, they will show you exactly how it looks like in your room. That is just magical, if you ask me. You save yourself not only time and money, but also that effort of bringing the big sofa in the room, placing it there, and realizing, oh yeah, not the one that I need. So that's going to revolutionize the world as well. And by the time you guys start looking for jobs, I'm sure there's going to be AR business cards. We've already seen a few. When you scan a card, you know, no one really brings those cards around, really. So when you scan a card, it can bring up a hologram or something of you, a 3D version of you that actually talks. So you can introduce yourself rather than writing about it and all the keywords and who knows what. What you might have seen in some books so far. If you have, I would love to know about it. AR books. So there is one about dinosaurs, that one I know. There's some coloring books I also know about, but I'm hearing more and more about AR books for learning, and I'm super interested in that. So if you've seen one, please let me know, write it somewhere, anywhere. Thank you. So now, enough about dreaming. Let's see where we currently are and what we're going to do today. What you see in front of you right now is continuum of reality and virtual reality. All the way on the left side, you see a window. That's our actual reality. That's what you see with your eyes when you look through the window. And on the other side, you see virtuality, which is an environment that you can enter with those goggles that you put headsets, VR headsets, which usually mean that the whole environment around you is digital. I don't know if you've seen that game where you walk on a plank. You can't see your actual floor, so it's really scary. You can only see like meters and meters below, which tricks your brain. It is fun that all the possibilities this technology actually has. You can make people scared, you can make them surprised, inspired, happy, whatever you like. We're going to try with happy today, just for the record. So we're going to be working somewhere in the middle. So we're not going to do anything for headsets. We're not going to create the whole environment. We're just going to have a few digital elements on top of our actual reality. So we're kind of closer to the left side, and we're in the area called augmented reality. We're going to make posters, which mean that we're going to look at the actual poster or an image, and we're going to add a layer of our own extra digital media. That media can be a lot of things, so you can be really creative with this. We can add photos or some sort of images, drawings or illustrations that you do, really cool photographs if you have them. And we can add audios if you have your favorite song, like we added yesterday. No, not yesterday, Friday, last Friday. Or we can add videos. We're going to try to add video today. And we can even have a little buttons and some interactivity. So we'll see how much we can cover today. But don't worry if it's too fast, just slow me down. We have many Fridays to do this as well. So, right. Well, a little bit. I wanted to show you today. This is wall art that I have at home. It's a photo from one of my trips in Scotland. And I'm going to try to add some extra digital media on it. So now there are many apps that we can use. There are many platforms that we can use to achieve this. But all you need to know is not really programming. You're not going to use programming today. It's all in this image. There are two sides of this image. As you can see, we're going to be using our phones. So if you have a phone, it will help you see your final creation, right? But what's really fun is what's below it and what's on top. So below is a trigger. We're going to be using those words today, trigger and an overlay or media. Trigger and marker is what we put, what's in reality that we put this overlays on. So it can be that wall art that I've just shown you, that image photograph from Scotland. It can be a photograph of your t-shirt. It can be a postcard. It can be something in your environment that you like that you could take a photo of or make into a photograph. If it's a drawing, if you do art, that's a really fantastic way to express and show your art to other people. So I've done that last year, and also a few weeks back for Earth Day, there was a digital exhibition, and I've collected photographs and artwork about the waterfalls, and I've created a 360 virtual exhibition room. I could show you that one of other Fridays, but if you have some artwork somewhere lying around that you forgot about, just bring it around and we're going to put it into interactive media. All right, so what I want you to think about today is, let's go back. What I want you to think about today is, what would you like to do with this? I'm going to be creating like a travel memory, interactive travel memory, but you could be doing whatever interests you. You will be following the same steps that I do, and you can add your photos and your sounds and videos to your creation. More creative you are, different things you will come up with. You can also add your images or triggers on a paper cube, or if you have, I don't know, even on a juice bottle or pack. Whatever you can find around can be augmented and extended into something very exciting and artistic. So think about that right now. Try to find something around you. We're going to bring it all into digital world now. To do that, we can use so many different platforms. I think every day we have more and more of these softwares that allow us to create these kinds of experiences, but they all differ in a way. So it depends how much features you get with these softwares, and it also depends on your skills as well. So if you know how to program, you could later go and check out Unity or Vuforia. Those are really advanced programs which allow you to do so many things because you know the language of the computer. But that's not necessary for today. We're going to be using Blipper, the orange one in the corner, and we're just going to do drag and drop. That's something that some of my friends, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds did. So I'm absolutely positive that everyone can join in and do this with us today. If you just joined, we're doing augmented reality now, and we're going to make a short little experiment in how to create exciting AR experiences, maybe travel memories or a super cool greeting card for your family. So we're going to be using Blipper, which is the orange one, and I would need you today to fill in their little form to be able to reach dashboard or workspace we're going to be using today. So to do that, you need to go to their site, which is blipper.com, and you need to fill in just your name and email and create some sort of password that protects your work. You're going to be using it for personal or educational purpose. If you click on that, your account is free to use. So that's all you need to do for now. It's also gonna return saying that you need to go activate that account on your email. So it's probably gonna take you around 3 minutes. I'm gonna leave you some time to do that. And while you're doing it, I'm gonna tell something about what I'm gonna do today. Maybe you can also think what you will do. If you already have an account, if you've joined in one of the previous sessions, we're just gonna continue with the same account. You can make, I don't know, 100 different things on one account. So go open your account, blipper.com, and we're going to be working with that today. Think a little bit, gather some resources, maybe photos from your trips, or even digital albums if you have them. You only need one actual photograph or an image that's actually on paper or some way that you can scan. Everything else can be digital. We usually store those things on endless folders on the computer and never really go through them. So we're going to try to put them into use this time. Right. So last time and that Friday before, we made some very exciting experiences. I'm going to show you now exactly how it looked like, and it could inspire you to create something similar. First, we're going to see posters that we did first Friday. It's this video. This is a screen recording from my phone. That's Billie Eilish poster that we made. And that's all the interactivity we added. We were focusing on social media buttons, Spotify buttons. We even added a calendar to her birthday. So when you would click on that, it would add her birthday into your calendar. This opens her Instagram directly. So it's like a speed dial button. And we have Spotify, of course, if you want to listen to her music, which would be whichever artist you pick. You might wish to create a speed dial to their music for you to listen whenever you want. And also little extra information about who we linked normal Wikipedia page. Birthday actually, as I said, offers calendar input. You can add your own birthday or some special meeting or Christmas if you're waiting for Christmas. And there can be a gallery of images. Actually really looks impressive, but we did that in maybe 15 minutes. We could do that today, huh? So we'll be focusing on galleries of images and maybe a video today. But as you've seen, today I'm going to be using an actual photograph, framed photograph. But we can also use other things. We can use objects, as I said. We can use t-shirts. I have loads of printed t-shirts. I love that kind of design area. So last Friday, we added my favorite song, something upbeat to walk to, on my t-shirt and added pictures of my dog. I'm missing my dog. If you didn't notice, I'm very much missing my dog. So I've put pictures of my dog on my singing t-shirt. See? You can do that with all of your t-shirts and have different song each day. What you'll find yourself doing after you maybe do that is picking your t-shirts depending on songs that they play. So careful with that. If you want to know how to make t-shirts, I'm probably going to be doing that next week too. So join in on next Friday, ask a question, we'll make a t-shirt. And now we go on. So about today, I don't know how you're going on with the creation of accounts. I think I'll give you a minute more. So today we're going to be talking about travel. So in this time, we really cannot travel a lot. We cannot travel to different countries, but we can always go through our memories and refresh experiences that we already had. I'm sure you all traveled somewhere nice and have some sort of souvenirs, memories, photos somewhere in those folders. We usually have photos in endless folders but never opened them. Or maybe you're the type of person that prints out those photos and creates little scrapbooks or displays of your photos. How do you cherish your memories of travel? Write it in the comment, or yeah, give me a little comment on how you actually go back to your memories. Because when I was a little bit younger, I loved these photos printed out and displayed all around my house and my room. It was nice, but kind of, yeah, it was a bit too much. Now I pick 1 or 2 photos that I really, really like, and then add all the other photos digitally on it, so I can scroll it if I want to see more about it. That way you can have 1 photo from each trip and have all the other memories imbued into it, because this augmented reality technology allows you to expand the space. It's a digital space, which means that it's endless. You can add galleries and pages and have full books and videos, everything on top of 1 image. And that is the true value of this. So hopefully you've made your accounts by now, and we can start with creations. We're going to be doing this travel memoir, at least I will, and you can do something different. You can choose some object or picture that you're going to use as a trigger and add some digital media on top. Okay, so if you entered your details in Blipper, this is how your screen should look like. You should be given an option to create a web AR project or an app project. Difference is, app project can be scanned and seen with your phone. It's a simpler version. Web AR project is something that you access through links. I'm going to show you that in the end, that exhibition that I made maybe. And now I'm going to stop this share, and I'm going to go to my Blipper. Don't worry, I'll show you exactly what I'm doing, and you can follow on your screen too. All right. So I'm going to share. Yes, good. So this is how inside of my Blipper account looks like. There's a t-shirt that we've done last week, another example of the poster week before, and some other workshop materials in the folder. You can create a folder, or as a new project, here this button on the right, or you can just click on Create App AR, which is a simpler version. It's going to give you 2 options. Again, million options here, but we're going to use start from scratch, because scripting mainly means some coding and programming. You can try that later if you have some knowledge in coding. I would love to see what you create with that. What we're giving now is a choice of a trigger, a marker. Trigger or marker, again, is something in reality that we have, that we see, that we can scan, that's going to start our experience. So today for me, that's going to be this. So how do I put that into my computer? Easy peasy, you take a photo of it and transfer that photo on your computer. You can transfer stuff, photos through social media. You can send it to yourself. You can send yourself an email and attach that photo and then access it on your computer. That's an easy way to transfer your photos from the phone, but I'm sure you know that from before. So I took a photo of that image. I think you can see what I'm doing now here. I have 3 markers here, you see? So one is framed, one is a little bit closer. You can add as many as you want. The more you add, there is less chance that it's not going to find it or scan it, depending on which angle you scan it with your phone. We're going to call this Scotland. See, I was really enjoying that trip. It was North Coast 500. I don't know if you know what North Coast 500 is. I didn't when I started. They took me for a trip, my friends, and it was 500 miles around Scottish coast. Fantastic experience, people. That was, I really like nature, so that was really something dear to my heart, and I want to do something more with those photos. We've created films like a lot of videos of us going around and traveling, and we have some photos, silly ones as well, and a bit of nature and fantastic castles, of course. Food as well, let's be honest. So that's what I'm going to add today. What you can see now when I've added the trigger is it took me to Blipper workspace. This is what you can see at on my screen now. I'm going to first take you on a little tour of this program before we start creating. So we have our left hand side menu and we have our right hand side menu. On the left side, you can always add new materials, new media or shapes. And as you can see, they have some pre-made ones. So you can use their 3D objects. We can have a little try. See, that's all your normal shortcuts on the keyboard work. So if I press delete now, it will disappear. So you have all those 3D objects here. You can add text or empty sprite. You can also have widgets. That's a second tab. So we have 3 tabs here. We have elements, widgets, and uploads. Widgets are social media links and stuff that we use in the first week of this workshop. It's links to Facebook, Instagram. You can add PDFs. You can have galleries of images, all the pre-made interactive buttons that you might want to use. They're all already here, and you use them with a simple drag and drop mechanism. So I've clicked on it and I've dragged it to my dashboard, and there it is. It's a Facebook button. Now, let's explain the right-hand side. No matter what you add from the left side, from the left menu, you always need to modify. You need to edit to suit your needs, right? So all the editing, all the modification, everything you do on the right-hand side. You have a layout here, which is going to help you move this object in a very specific position. Then we have actions, which is a very important thing. All the interactive buttons and all those tools that we've seen on the left-hand side need to have some sort of destination or some information on what they actually need to do. So for this Facebook button, program is asking us here on the right-hand side, action on touch. What happens when we touch it on our phone when we scan? What happens when you touch the button? You can add link to your Facebook page or some other Facebook page, someone's profile, something that you like. And then also you can change colors. It can be blue, it can be gray or green or whatever. All of these things, again, are on the right-hand side. So what we learned now is that we have 2 sides of the program. It's very nicely organized. Whatever new stuff you want to add, you'll find on the left-hand side, and everything that you want to edit is going to be on the right-hand side. It's like organizing your desk. So I'm going to again delete this Facebook button, and I'm going to show you this area here in the middle is navigation menu. That is very important. So let's maybe add a simple photo. Here are photos from my dog from last time. Maybe add a photo from my dog. Now, navigation menu will allow us to move an object like this. See, that's the option for moving. That's active now. Then we can also use resize, which then allows us to move these handles, any one of it, to resize. And we can rotate. Rotation is really cool because it allows you to rotate on in any direction you like. But you see this net that's just appearing? That means that this image is now behind our trigger and we won't see the whole thing. So we're just gonna grab it. And I mean, if you want to see how it looks like in 3D, you see this little square? You can move it around and see your actual design. This one is a little bit on an angle and will not appear in its full size. If you lost your way around, you just click home button and it will bring you back. Okay, enough with the dogs. Let's now do some travel memories. So Since this was in Scotland and it was a full route of 500 miles, first what I wanted to do is add a map of where we went. That would be a good memory to refresh where all the places where we visited. So I'm going to click browse. So this is on the left hand side again. I'm trying to add something new. So left hand side. And we're going to use our own materials. We can use their pre-made buttons or elements, or we can add our own photos. That's quite useful. We're going to click browse and search in our folders for all of those unused images that just lay in folders. I've collected a few in this folder, and I think I'm going to use this map of our route that we used for this trip. You can see above that it's uploading, and when it's done, you can see it on the left together with other images that you've used. Again, how we navigate, we click, drag, and drop. In no time, you'll have it on your screen. You can see this is kind of big, a little bit too big for our image. So we're gonna make it a bit smaller, like that. I think that would fit. I'm gonna put it on this side, maybe. And now I have a route map. That's really simple, really easy. Now, let's try to add some other media, maybe videos. I told you I really like visual stuff, and videos are just perfect for this. I think I found a few North Coast videos. This one maybe here, but you don't have to find it in your folder. You can also use widgets from this side and go all the way down and add a video or a YouTube video. Just the link to YouTube video is quite simple and easy. You don't need to upload or download large files. If you have it on YouTube, it's going to work perfectly fine like that. Oh yeah, so if you add it on the YouTube, on the right hand side, just click and add the link to that video, so this program knows where to take you. Right, so it's still uploading our video. I think it is done now. How's everyone else doing? Let me check on YouTube. Do we have any questions? So you can stop me anytime. I'm happy to answer questions. Okay, we have no question yet. That's good. There's going to be a recording of this later on our webpage, so don't worry if you missed a few bits or you need it a little bit slower. You can always stop it and continue on. You can join next week as well. We're going to do the same mechanism, same program, and we're going to do different content. See, my current problem here with this design is that I have a video and a photo, and they are quite big and don't fit on my screen at the moment. So what I usually do is create different pages. I've told you about this technology and how it expands the space, and you have endless pages and space to use with your digital media. So before we continue, I'm going to delete this video and I'm going to put it on a different page. Imagine this as a book. Book has so many pages, and you decide what you put on each, right? So if you can see down here in this corner, it says animation layers, which allows you to animate objects when something fades in or fades out. It works very simply like PowerPoint. And you can also use scenes. Scenes are understood as pages, right? So this book of mine is going to have 3 pages. It's going to be a very simple book of 3 pages. One is going to be called Photos. Oh, maybe if I renamed it. Like that. And you click Add New Scene. And the other one can be called Video. And you got it. 3 pages. You can navigate through them. See, that was our first scene, first page, and then second and third. There's a really useful trick here. If you don't put a button for people to click, there won't be a way to navigate through pages. So what we need to do are buttons. Buttons you can do very simply by yourself, or you can download them from internet. If we go on Google and, oh, wait, if we go, oh, I need to stop the share then. Right, okay, if you go on Google and just search for button or icon, you can download those images and use them as your buttons, or you can create your own. So I'm gonna need for this 2 different buttons, one for videos and one for images. So in my folder, I've got 2. I'm gonna upload them now. Together in the same folder with all the other images. There is no differentiation between them. It's just another type of media. But what we're gonna do with it is actual button. So how do we create a button out of image? We drag and drop it first. We put it on the dashboard, maybe a little bit smaller. There we go. And now, for that to become a button, we need an action. What happens when we touch? When you touch that on your phone, what happens? There's this option on the right-hand side, which says action on touch. Currently, no action, nothing will happen. It's not gonna take you anywhere. But if we say, you see all of these options, what can happen when you touch any kind of media, any photo, whatever is on the screen? You can pick the lowest one, which says go to scene, and select scene called photos. Now we have a way to access page number 2, photos, when you click on your phone. Brilliant. We're gonna do the same with the other button. Other button is for videos. That video that didn't fit this page. So if we navigate a little bit, we will have same sized buttons. Nothing like good symmetry. So this button needs to lead us to a different page, and we're gonna repeat this. So right-hand side, action and touch. From no touch, we're gonna choose this go to scene. And we're gonna pick a scene to videos. And now we have 2 buttons that leads us to pages. Let's add some content on those pages. Photos, maybe first the video. I'm on the page 3 now, 3, and I'm gonna drag and drop this video that we uploaded from earlier. That's it, it's there, simple as that. Now, equally important trick for this. If you're gonna use pages and interactivity of that kind, what you need to do is direct something back. So similarly, as we had a button to go to pages and go to videos, we need a button to go back. I'm gonna use an arrow for that, and I have it in my folder. This one I've just downloaded from Google. But what you can do if there is something you need and it doesn't exist on Google, you can create your own buttons. Let me just add this final button here, and then, yeah, I need it to go the other direction. So I'm using rotation tool now. There you go, it's in its right spot, and I'm gonna add an action again. So no, from no action we go to scene, and we use scene 1. Now we have a full interactivity added. Now let's go and learn how to create buttons. That's something that's going to be useful for you if you're going to do augmented reality or any other project, to be honest. A little bit of digital creativity, super simple. We're going to use PowerPoint, people. PowerPoint. You can, of course, do that in maybe Photoshop, but you don't have to if you have your PowerPoint. Okay, screen sharing. Just one sec. Come on. Yeah, we're back. So what we're gonna do is use this presentation, and I'm gonna show you how to make a button. You know how you can add shapes? If you go on the Insert tab and you add shapes, if you've ever done a presentation for school, you know how to add shapes. So use that to create some sort of button. Button can be either in this shape, or it can also be round. We can use maybe circles. Those can be our shapes. How? You can edit them to give you some sort of illusion of 3D, maybe. Out of all the styles, you can pick something that has a little bit of shadow on the bottom. If you do that, then you can, well, yeah, we can add text, maybe call it button. And make it a bit bigger. You see, that already looks like a button now. How you save it is the important bit. You click with your right button on the mouse, and somewhere along these options you have save as picture. When you save something as a picture, it means you can add it to Blipper and use it for your actions. That is the whole science of making buttons, people. You've just learned something new, and we're going to go back to our Blipper now. Okay, let me just share it. Let's share the screen back to Blipper. All right, we're back. So those buttons can be created the same way. If you browse, here is our button. So if I wanted to add that one, it will work the same, look the same, and here comes your creativity. You decide how your buttons look like, where do they take you, and what your final creation is. Okay, let's go back to photos and do a really quick gallery, okay? How to do gallery quickly? You browse photos again, and I'm gonna add a few from my trip. There you go, some nature. We've been around the coast, and I don't know if you've seen a Highland cow, but that is the cutest animal alive. I absolutely love Highland cows. So I'm gonna add that because that's something I would like to see on my wall. I don't know what you would like to see, but you put your photos in. It's that simple. You can see 10 items uploading. Maybe all of them will upload successfully, maybe not, it depends. Yeah, 2 didn't. You see on my Blipper, I have so many things at the moment that it's crowded and sometimes fail to upload stuff. When that happens, you just upload it again and it works. Now, we're just gonna use the photos that we have and use the widget, so in the second column on the left-hand side, and add a gallery. Ta-da! And it's a ready-made tool that allows you to browse your photos. Now, what we need to do with every single thing we put on there, we need to add some sort of action, right? That's on the right-hand side. And we're gonna add up to 15 photos. This time, not my dog, and this time, not Billie Eilish, so I need to search for those images. This program usually randomizes and shuffles, so you have to be careful which one you pick. But these are beautiful and I'm quite happy with them. And maybe photo of the coast. Yeah, there you go. I've added, what, 8 photos? And that works automatically now. Can anyone spot what am I missing on this page here? This is page 2. What am I missing? I need a back button. Otherwise, whoever comes here and does this is going to be stuck on page 2. We can reuse all the stuff that we already uploaded. So I'm just going to drop old arrow from the other page. Or the other option is go to page with video. This one already knows where it needs to lead us. And I'm going to use Control-C, Control-V shortcuts to copy and paste. I don't know if you knew your computer can be super quick and useful if you use those shortcuts. Control-V automatically copies, Control-C automatically copies an item, and Control-V pastes. So that works here too, and I've just created the whole thing. If we go back to scene 1, we've got it. People, we used what, 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes. Maybe, since we still have time, we can make a little title for this experience. I've used one of their pre-made 3D objects. This is like a title headline. And I think I'm gonna make it green. Oh, but this green is terrible. Maybe some better green. What's your favorite color? What would you use? There we go, something nice and green. And maybe text that says North Coast 500. Yes. So on the right-hand side, again, I can edit all the text boxes and whatever is displayed. North Coast 500. Imagine 500 miles. I still don't believe we passed that many kilometers, miles in a few days. We were there for 5 days. So now I need to find a way. I don't like this font either, so I'm gonna make it a little bit bolder. Yeah, so what might be tricky for you in this program is navigating. See, finding your way around, moving things so they fit. That's a little game of practice. But if you have like weekend in your hands or something, it's gonna be really exciting and creative for you to actually adjust it to express exactly your idea. Now I have this experience and I think I'm done. I think we could try and see how it works. So third step of this whole tutorial, first is to find a marker, like that image that I have. Second is to create some extra material, slap it on top. And the last one is to preview it or to give access. Since this is a free tool, free account, we cannot publish it for everyone. We can use it with codes. If you click on that little preview button, it's gonna allow you to add a code. Code can be a password that you and your friend use to see hidden messages that you leave for them, or maybe even your whole Instagram account can be interactive if someone has a code. That would be cool. So be careful which code you choose. You can choose up to 20. So you can have a different one for each friend if you like, or how I do it, I have for each family member. So my parents have one code and my friends have a different code, so they see different content. That is quite useful for me, keeping everything nice and safe. To add codes, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna add my name, but you can also add NeuroLove, you can add whatever you like. I'm gonna click publish to test. I'm really rushing through this for no reason. I guess it's because I've done it so many times that it's really in my hands now. So, oh no, internet. So what happens when it doesn't work, something like this? So it's on the cloud. It's always saved. You can come back to it and see where it left. See, everything is still here, so you can't really lose it. Let's try to publish it again. If you go in the upper corner to preview button, we're gonna do it nice and slow this time. Preview is the specialized axis viewpoint. Code is still there, code is Sara. We can also add North Coast 500, or on the plus you can add NeuroLove, whatever you like. You can share designs with us too. So now it's giving us a preview of what we made. And it's not showing me markers. Oh yeah, there it is. So that's our marker and that's our code and we're happy with it. So we say publish. And now, oof, moment of truth. Now let's see what we made. I'm very excited about this and oh man. Okay, let's try to do it on the phone and see if it did pick up on it. I'm hoping that it still works. So I'm going to try to cast my phone on the screen. Just 1 second. Okay, so let's see if this works. You should soon be able to see my phone. Yay! Okay, now let me share the screen. How do I share my, oh, sorry. Sorry, this is taking me a second just to adjust. We'll try again. Sorry, this is a little bit. Come on, screencast. How is your experience going on? If you've created your own experience, you should be able to see it now if you download the Blipper app and scan that thing with your phone. I'm going to demonstrate how it works right now when my computer realizes that I'm trying to connect my phone to it. Yeah? No. It doesn't support that. It doesn't seem to be supporting that. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this manually then. I'm going to show you my phone. All right. This is the Blipper app. When you open Blipper app, it literally shows your camera, and there is a little button that's used for scanning. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to scan this image. And let's see. Yeah, there it is. So we have a map. I can actually even move this image now. It's going to stay on my phone. So let's see what we have. We have a map and those two buttons. Let's try the buttons. So photo one gives us that gallery that we made with a cow and all my images. And the button back works. And then a video button. Video. Let's see if video works. Yeah, it works. I think you can even hear it. Yeah. You can add videos of you and your friends on all your wall art. That is really exciting. And videos like this can help you connect with your family. And we'll go back. So we have those two buttons. They both work. We have a map over there and a title like we made it. Yay, it works. So only one more thing I would like to show you before I leave you is a different experience. So this one is a 3D gallery that I've told you about with images and photographs. So I'm gonna try to reach it on the link. So this is my web browser. I don't know if you can see, and I've added a link. I'm sorry, it's a bit broken since yesterday. And when I've spelled it, I didn't spell it right. So copy. Tiny CC SNEAK. I can add the link to the chat if you want to see it. And if I click on it, it again opens Blipper, but without an app. This is a really interesting way to do it. So I can see my environment, but there are images all around. I can't show you a lot because my laptop is static, but if I were to turn around all around in 360 degrees, it will show all the artwork. We can do that with your artwork. And artwork, if you don't have it, you can create on Tuesdays with Carla. Carla leads an art group on Tuesdays, so I would really like to see you there. I'm probably going to be joining. I really like drawing with her. If that's not your thing, there's always a baking workshop, there's dance, there is fitness, and if you feel a bit down or just want to talk to someone, we're available for you from every day from Monday to Sunday from 8 till 8 p.m. and you can just chat with us, or we can arrange you can book a video call, all on neurolove.org. So please feel free to join us in those sessions or join another workshop next week. And that's all from me for now. So I will see you next week. If you have any questions, feel free to add or request something that we can be doing next time. Thank you, Ella. Thanks. I'll see you next week. Ciao.